from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, it's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Tyler Newsome.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
One thing he does very well, he takes care of the football. Had 176 pass attempts to start his career without an interception. That's the most in NFL history. And finished his rookie year, 23 touchdown passes and only 4 interceptions.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The numbers for Zeke from last week. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott's pass. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chandler Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Brings up 2nd and
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dontari Poe. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Here's Tyler Newsome now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
The pass. Complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Cardinals first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The ball carried by the wide receiver.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
The pass.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Pick up on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Number 20.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 20.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
24-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and 6.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Shakes off the sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
5-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Cowboys 0.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott now. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throw right side complete to Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete.
The pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that one his 1st incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
A gain of
4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
a loss of 6 yards.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now the second down throw on target.
The pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
And now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
The pass.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal.
2-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Cardinals 10. Cowboys nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points. Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Just take over 1st and 10.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Edmonds, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Jalen Smith.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And now here come the Cowboys. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
32-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards there and a first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. On second down, Prescott again. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good.
Prescott yet again. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Prescott.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
He's out of bounds.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Devon Gaucho on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5 now. Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Elliott. Pushing his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Zerline on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
10 yards.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez to add the PAT.
Extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Number 21.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On first down, Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now on second down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35.
Amari Cooper. That's good for a Cowboys.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gerald McCoy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Chris Jones on the
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
At their own 20.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Complete to Chase Edmonds. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The gun now on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go to Elliott again.
At the 31-yard line.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Cooper's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott. Open man is Switzer, complete. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23.
Complete to Brian Switzer. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's another Cowboy.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
1st and goal at the 5.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call.
All start offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. His pass caught at the 4.
Prescott.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 5-yard line.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
CeeDee Lamb.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll throw again. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zerline's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
24, Cowboys 17.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Terry Poe. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. They juked him. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Hassan Reddick showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there.
Chase Edmonds, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And a Cardinal first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 12 yards there and a first down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So Dak and the Cowboys down 24-17. 1:45 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. This to Jarwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Good for a Cowboy.
They'll look to throw. That one goes for 30 yards. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now Prescott on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.